Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joe, and I'm a weapon of mass destruction. I'm trying to keep this really quiet because I'm in public. People are going to think I'm crazy and stuff. So, a couple things in the news that I see. Israel and Iran are still going back and forth talking about imminent attacks. Iran's talking about all the new ICBMs and missiles and all that stuff that is developed. He's basically challenging Iran to go ahead and do it. Iran is basically saying they're definitely going to attack Iran before the November elections. So there we've got that. Nothing new there except, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be close this time. Shit's still flaring up in Syria. Over 100 people were killed in one instance very recently, and over 30 people were captured. That is according to the Assad supporters. People killed and captured were rebels, quote unquote, of course. Oh yeah, Egypt had a bunch of tanks in the Sinai bordering region of Israel, and Israel said, "Hey, get them the hell out of here." So yeah, they actually violated some sort of treaty by doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and add Egypt to the green. It's not already there. What else is going on? Brennan Robb is still being detained in the psych ward. Still not being charged. Okay. Egypt is already listed. Alright, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Fill in Israel. I'm really mad about the whole Brennan Robb thing. He's not being charged with anything. He's being detained. They're telling him that basically he's unfit to go back into society. Just downright ridiculous, I think. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. Downright ridiculous. I've been hearing lots of other odd goings on. There we go. I've been hearing lots of other odd goings on in the world. People are getting arrested for stupid shit. A guy got banned from a flight for wearing an anti-TSA shirt. The TSA guys are just like giving them a run around and then telling them they get bored. They go to board without the shirt on after they submitted to an extra search and everything, and then they told them no, they can't board. This lady in Phoenix got cited for handing out free water in 112-degree heat. That's awesome. I guess nobody's allowed to help people except the government. I got my new holster. I'm gonna show that off later on, either tonight or tomorrow, maybe a little bit later. Who knows? But I really love it. It's the Blackhawk Omega Elite. It's ambidextrous. You can use it as a drop leg holster. You can use it as a hip holster. You can use it as an attachment to an LBV flak jacket and plate carrier. So that's some good stuff, tactically speaking. I've been using it all today, and it's like amazing. You gotta get used to walking with it, but that's pretty much it. You know, it doesn't flop around or anything crazy like that. It sits pretty secure. I got a couple more adjustments to make on it, but even without that many adjustments, it was just about perfect for my Beretta 96. What else? Been seeing some mainstream news reports of alternative currencies popping up. I believe it's Ohio. That is several locally owned businesses in that area, several cities there, are conducting their business using gold and silver coins, locally minted instead of U.S. dollars. I'm hearing a lot about bitcoins. So that's pretty cool. I love seeing that. I love hearing about the alternatives. I'm going to look into it very soon. Quick little update. Nobody's come to me for my business yet. And after all the red tape I went through with the Army, they told me I am permanently disqualified. Why? I don't know. I didn't get details from that. I gotta call the recruiter and say, hey, WTF, bro. Fine. Whatever. They don't want me. They're the ones who called me. Probably just intel gathering things. But I do have to stop by there and get my... No, I do have all the paperwork back. Okay. It's a waiting game. Just gotta keep on waiting. Waiting. Keep on prepping, keep on doing good for others. No expectation of reward, and you'll be okay. Everything in my life is actually looking pretty good, even though I'm not smiling right now. I'm just trying to focus on making this good and presentable for y'all. Back to Brandon Robb. That's the thing that was really pissing me off a lot. It's clearly NDA in action. The reason why this was done in public and done in a manner so as to be easily displayed for our consumption probably was as a message to us, as a way of them saying, like, hey, we're going to do this, I don't care. And their way of gauging our reaction to it, the more of us get upset, the more of us get put on a list or something. A lot of people out there are advocating keeping your opinions to yourself if it doesn't coincide with what the nation says is right. I say keep on screaming the truth, even if nobody wants to hear it. Eventually you're going to wake somebody up. The more people get woken up, the better off will be for the shit is a man. It's going to happen soon. I still find YouTube to be the easiest way for me to spread the message because I've got something like 80 people subscribed right now, which is awesome. That tells me 80 people are willing to listen to stuff that the government isn't covering, like they're covering Pussy Riot in freaking Russia, like saying, hey, look how bad Russia is. They're freaking locking up Pussy Riot for being protesters. And at the same time, we got Brandon Robb here doing the same thing. He's not even really, wasn't even really protesting so much as just putting stuff up on his Facebook. You know, and it's the same stuff that we've all been screaming. Nothing different. You know, his choice of words could have been a little bit better, but in the end, the effect is the same, and they picked him up just like that. And I think the message is clear. They're saying we're going to do it to all of y'all. There's people out there that are saying keep your opinion to yourself because you don't want to end up like him. You know what I say? I say the bigger the risk of ending up like him, the better the imperative that we keep on screaming the truth and keep on trying to wake people up. At the risk of my own safety, I don't care. I'll risk my safety all day long. If I can wake up a couple more people each day, that'll be for the better. And you know what? I'm not going to go quietly. If they come to my door and say, hey, we don't like what you've been posting on Facebook, we don't like what you've been posting on YouTube, I say, fuck off. I'm exercising my First Amendment rights. And you break into my house and try to pick me up and detain me the way you did with him, I'm going to exercise my Second Amendment rights. That's exactly what I'm going to say. So we'll not tolerate that. It's absolute bullshit. There are powers that be over. They're pushing. You know, just like everybody, all the Christians say that you can't tell what day it's going to be because the Bible says we're going to come like a thief in the night. So that's exactly how the government's going to operate. When we start mass arresting people, they've already gotten several. This is just the first that it's actually come to light. And you know, it might sound like I'm trying to scare you all, but I'm not. You know, honestly, I'm trying to give you guys a bit of hope. I'm going to keep screaming the truth so that others don't have to. I'm going to do my part. I'm going to keep at it until I can't anymore. When I can't scream anymore, I'm going to start typing more. I'm going to keep on putting it out there. That's what I'm going to do. So if I end up disappearing, off of Facebook, if I disappear off of YouTube, if you no longer see any videos from me, you know what happened to me. I'm going to let you all know if something happens, like in my life, right? We're going to have to take a break from it or something like that. I will tell you first. But, if you get it, like, no warning and all of a sudden you've got no activity from me, and I've said this several times before, you'll know that some shit just hit the fan with me, and they're probably not publicizing it unless of course you see my name, picture, newspapers, or somebody got lucky and videotapes it, video everything you can. Like, we all live in our own little bubbles, so it's like, the internet is a double-edged sword here, because it's like my only connection to what's happening out there in the world. My only reliable connection. I can't trust the mainstream media. Nobody can trust the mainstream media. They're full of fucking lies. Keep on just putting out what the government wants to put out, ignoring all the rest. The most pertinent. Like, when's the last time you heard the mainstream media reporting on Fukushima? I haven't heard it. I haven't seen any articles coming out of the mainstream media for any different Rob, except for like one newspaper, and that was a local paper. So it was his hometown that reported on it, but nobody else did. This is a freaking national case. NDAA, indefinite detention clause, is being enacted. They're using it, just like Obama said he wouldn't. He's doing it. So we already know he's good for nothing. We already know he's not good for his word. His word is worth shit. Him and Romney, they're both cut in the same mold. Nowadays, I'm not even sure if I trust Ron Paul. Frankly. I'm going to vote. I don't know who I'm going to vote for. I thought I was going to do a write-in for Ron Paul, but I've heard about some of the stuff that Ron Paul's pulling, like interacting with the Republicans when he's supposed to be a libertarian, and now it seems like Gary Johnson. I don't know. I heard some good things about him, but who the hell knows? Honestly, I don't think it really matters. The whole thing's a sham. My personal prediction is I'm positive that Obama's not going to give up the seat, the presidency, easily. Pretty much what it's going to come down to is, if it doesn't look like he's going to get elected, then he's going to basically suspend the elections in order to take care of some crisis or some emergency that's either concocted or fabricated by the government in order for them to stay in power. Sickening. The whole thing is a freaking dog and pony show. I'm going to vote simply on the off chance that somehow my vote actually counts for something. And honestly, the only way for the election to actually count for anything is for the Electoral College to be abolished. It should be a direct vote. And what? Anybody who tells me that freaking the pure democracy form of voting is bullshit, you're so full of shit. It's 21st century. 99% of the United States has connection to the internet, if not cable. So don't tell me that I'm less informed than my freaking governor or my freaking whoever it is that's supposed to be casting the ballot and representing me. The Electoral College should be abolished, and they should do a direct popular vote only. Things would have been so much different in 2000, 2001, 2004, 5, 2007, 8, 9, sorry, and now this year and next year. Can you imagine if they counted the popular vote? I mean, really, would it have amounted to anything really different? Who knows? Maybe we would have gone to war with somebody else instead of Iraq. But we need a reset button. The only thing any of us little people can do about it is just keep on prepping, keep on praying and meditating, hoping for change, and doing our part to affect a change in a positive way. Remember, like I said, be a good person just for the sake of being good. Don't worry about being paid back for it. And what ended up happening with me was freaking one of my really good friends a week ago said, hey, maybe we should be talking. And, what ended up happening after that was a person had issues and needed help. Rock on. And I don't want to go into detail because it was kind of private, but basically things ended up great for me, even though it sucked at the time, even though it felt like me being a good person helping didn't really mean anything in the end. Things ended up working out just fine, better than I could have expected. But I had to wait and deal with the negative before I saw the positive. And that's how it is with all of us. No matter how bad your day is, no matter how bad any given situation is, make the best of it. Be a good person. Do good for others. Try to help people. Whatever you can do, whatever you can give away. I think that might save the people. Maybe it's far too little, far too late, who the hell knows, but at least you can spend the last days before the shit hits the fan knowing that you did contribute in a positive way. It's not supposed to, we shouldn't need the government mandating shit. We shouldn't need the government getting into all the business, telling us our money's going here, all our money's going there, all that shit. After I learn the truth of where our income tax comes from, the same source, the freaking Federal Reserve banking system, god damn it. That pisses me off too. I don't trust the government to do anything that's going to be in my favor. That's going to help me at all. The only thing a government can do as a system is to remove people's rights, and it is our job to continue to exercise our rights and defend our rights in whatever capacity we have so that they don't get taken away by the government. That's pretty much all I got. So yeah, not a whole lot happened in the news except for Brandon Route. I'm gonna keep on looking though. I'm gonna keep on trying to collate news and trying to put pieces together, but if the shit hits the fan in Iran, then we're screwed. I'm gonna be perfectly honest about that. Our forces are stretched way too thin, even though we've got the technological advantage. It is a military that we've got here. The U.S. military, its power comes from its toys, its technology. Its power does not come from numbers. Our military accounts for roughly 1% of the total population of the United States. Not even. 3 million is 1% of our population. Whereas with Iran, their overall population is less. Every able-bodied man is part of that military and knows it, can be called to action at any time by the Ayatollah or Ahmadinejad. So the shit is the fan with Israel and Iran. Of course, the United States is going to jump to help Israel. It have to. Why? Because they fucking owned us. You know what? If the United States jumps in, all the countries that hate the United States are going to jump in on the other side. Russia, China, North Korea, Egypt. It's going to be another world war. It's going to be another world war. I'm pretty sure nukes will be involved. Nobody's disarmed. Quite the opposite. And mark my words, if shit hits the fan in Iran, within, I'm guessing, a matter of weeks, maybe months at best, that war will come to America. I'm talking on a home soil. So be ready. Keep on prepping, keep on stocking. Use your head, get into that mindset, how to properly defend yourself, how to defend your loved ones, too. operate in a stressful situation. One last thing before I go, bike riding is a great way to exercise. My legs are killing me. I rode for 40 miles yesterday. Great. It's amazing. It's as good as sex. That's all I got for now. Yeah. Stay tuned later on tonight or tomorrow for a more in-depth review of my holster. I'm not really going to do that now because I'm public again. I'll do that later. Alone and I have space to work with. I'll stay safe now. Peace.